A very good morning, dear students. Welcome back to this session. In this session, I am going to continue the part 2 of that is chapter 2 input output and memory devices. Okay, students. So, in the last class, we discussed on some of the input devices such as keyboard and mouse. Is it right? So, in the last class we discussed keyboard, that is the basic input device which will be having many keys like alphabetical keys. It will be having keys. Is it right? A keyboard will be consisting of 4 types of keys. Basically, they consist of 4 types of keys such as alphabetical keys, numerical keys, and then special keys and function keys. Okay. This we discussed in the part 1 session, that is in the last class. And what were the types of the keyboard which we discussed? First one is standard keyboard, second one is first one is what? Standard keyboard, second one is ergonomic keyboard, next we discussed on virtual keyboard. Is it right? Then we discussed on wireless keyboard. Okay, so these were the some, and then we discussed on compact keyboard. Okay, so these were the keyboards which we discussed in the last classes. Let me recall all the type of keyboards in a brief manner. Okay, so standard keyboard means what? It has a basic layout of keys. The average number of keys in this keyboard was 108 keys. So this you have to remember. This may be in the format of quadri keyboard. Okay, so quadri. Okay, see, quadri keyboard, like how whenever we use Android mobile, then it will appear one keyboard. So that keyboard is called as quadri keyboard. Okay, so this was the standard keyboard which we discussed in the last class. And then what we discussed? We discussed on ergonomic keyboard. Ergonomic keyboard in the sense, in your mind, it should come like there will be a support as ergonomic keyboard means it will provide a support for your hand in order to avoid the pain in your hand, wrist, and even for a fingers it will be a comfortable. Okay, so for that we refer to as ergonomic keyboard. Okay, students, so here ergonomic in the sense it means a study of to reduce the stress on the muscles. Okay, so this was the second type of the keyboard which we discussed. Then what else we discussed? The third type, that is wireless keyboard. So there is no wires attached to the keyboard. Okay, keyboard to the CPU. There will be a CPU, right? So that there is no wire which is attached to the keyboard and this CPU. Okay, so that is a wireless keyboard. So how it will work then? It will work through this Bluetooth. Okay, so I gave an example for understanding purpose. That is your mobile connected to the earphones. That is the earphones which will have there is no wire between those things. Okay, so that example I gave for you to understand. So next we discussed on virtual keyboard. So virtual keyboard in the sense the pop-up appears whenever there is a requirement of the keyboard as soon as whenever we type anything. So for example, here I wanted to type www.google.com. At that time there is a pop-up appearing, that is called as virtual keyboard. Okay. Next what else we discussed? We discussed on the compact keyboard. So compact keyboard in the sense very less. Okay, so these keyboards are used in laptops. Okay, and there is no special number rows will not be there for this compact keyboard. Okay, so this was the concepts which you have to remember from this keyboards and its types. Okay, so then what else we discussed? We discussed one more input device, that is preliminary input device, that is mouse. Okay, mouse expansion is mechanically operated user serial engine. Okay, so this was the mouse. Actually what it does, it is a pointing device. For example, if you are having icons in the display, this is a monitor screen, you have to select this icon, that is my computer. For example, I am taking my computer as one icon. You have to select that, means this mouse actually points to this icon. By double clicking this on this icon, we can able to select that particular icon. Okay, so that is the job of this mouse. So then what is the job of this mouse? Mouse is a pointing device. Okay, students. So next we saw some of the types of the mouses. So what are the types? There were mainly two types. One is mechanical mouse, another one is optical mouse. Okay, so mechanical mouse will be having what? It will be having rubber. Okay, so it will be having round roll rubber. For example, assume by rotating this rubber actually on the flat surface, the mouse used to point to the location where the user wanted to have the access. So this was the performance. It has to be done in mechanical mouse. Okay, so then optical mouse means what? Optical mouse, what it does, it also detects the movement with the laser light. Okay, with the laser light, it is going to detect the movements on the desktop screen. Okay, some of the other popular mouses which we discussed was scroll mouse. Okay, then we discussed a USB mouse. Okay, then we discussed a cordless mouse. Okay, so these were some of the popular mouses which nowadays we are using. So nowadays we are using wired mouse, that is optical mouse, and then we are also using wireless mouse. Okay, so this was the concepts which we discussed in the last session. Okay, I hope you all are understood, and I hope you all have copied down the points which you have discussed in this class. Okay, students, so in this session I am going to discuss on joystick. So this is a joystick image. So here this joystick is a main input device which is used for the gaming purpose. Okay, it is mainly used for gaming. To play a game with the system, we are going to use this joystick. Okay, so let me speak what is a joystick. A joystick is an input device consisting of a stick that pivots on a base and reports its angle or direction of control. Okay, so controlling the device. So for example, I'll explain this with this diagram. See, this is a pivot. So that the direction of the this pivot will be changing, so that user can play with the system. So this is a joystick which will move in all the four directions where the user wants actually have to be moved. So this controlling machines are used in cranes. Okay, then it is used in trucks, it is used in underneath water operation. Okay, so what you have to remember from this joystick point of view is, it is an input device consisting of the stick that will change its direction of angle okay, that will change its direction of angle so that you can actually control the device, okay. So it is used mainly in the computer games. So computer, while playing with computer, you are using this joystick, okay. So joystick is an input device consisting of a stick that pivots on a base and reports its angle or direction to the device it is controlling. Okay students, I hope you all are understanding. See, this joystick can be moved in all the 4 directions. So it is not only required to be moved in one direction, but it can be moved in all the 4 directions. So as I told, this joystick is used in playing the games with respect to computer. So whenever you are playing a game in a computer, at that point of time, this joystick and underneath water, okay, at that point of time also this joysticks are used, okay. So I'll repeat once again. See, this is an input device which will be having a stick that pivots on the base and reports its angle of direction so that it can be controlled in all the 4 directions, and it is used in playing the computer games, and it will also be used in controlling missions such as trucks and underneath water vehicles. Even in CCTV also this joysticks mission is used. I hope you all understood this joystick concept. So next I will be moving on to the optical devices, that is OMR, okay. So OMR sheets, have you heard, right? While preparing any competitive exams, or if you are next in the future you are going to attend a CET exam, at that point of time they will give one OMR sheet, OMR answer sheet. So this OMR means it is optical mark reader. What it is? Optical mark reader. See, I will show the image. See, this is the image. Whenever you feed the optical OMR sheets, it will give the answer, whatever the answers which is bubbled by the user, the correct answers will be checked and it will give the results to the user. Okay. So this is the image. So this is the image for optical mark reader. Okay. Answer scripts, these OMRs are used. Okay students, so what it is, we'll see. It is a special pre-printed forms or designed with the marked, which can be marked with a dark pencil or a ink. Okay, so this OMRs will catch the answers which is actually filled by this user, which is of in pencil or which will be of in ball pen. Okay, such documents are read by the reader, which transcribes the marks electrical pulses which are transmitted to the computer. So this electrical pulses will be transferred to the computer. OMRs are used in apps like objective type answer paper evaluation. So this is the key point you have to remember. Okay, understanding? So this OMR is OMRs are pre-printed forms which are designed with the boxes or bubbles can be marked with the dark pencil, so that the computer, after reading that, the computer will transfer that marks to electrical pulses to the computer, that the transformed pulses will be read. Okay. So this OMRs are used in paper, objective type paper. So this is the image for OMR. So this OMRs are used in objective evaluation of objective type answer paper evaluation. Okay. So next we will see one more optical input device, that is OCR. So OCR in the sense optical character recognition. OCR means optical character recognition. See, this is the image for OCR. See, OCR will read, this machine will read the whatever the characters, as a name itself it indicating, it is a character reader. So this character reader will read the characters on which the OCR is flowed. Okay students, see this is a optical character recognition. We will see OCR technique permits the direct reading of any printed characters. That is, if you are having a textbook, for example, wait, I'll show. See, if you are having a textbook, assume on the textbook there are many lines. Okay, so it is printed with a printing machine. So if you wanted to read that character, then this OCR is helpful. So with this OCR we can able to read the characters. With OCR a user will scan the page from a book. Okay, so this page will be scanned. The computer will recognize the characters in the page as letters, punctuation. What this OCR will do is just like this machine, Xerox machine will print copies, but this OCR will scan and it will be converted into letters, it will be converted into punctuation marks, and it is stored in the computer. That is the hard copy which will be converted to soft copy. Those soft copy will be edited. Okay students, so this is the meaning of OCR. So OCR will recognize the reading of any printed character. Okay, so this point you have to remember. So next, this is how the OCR will look like. So this is the OCR machine. This is one kind of OCR machine where the text are actually read by the machine, which is used by the user. Okay. So next is MICR. So this is the image for MICR. See, look at here. See, this full form of this MICR is magnetic ink character recognition. Magnetic ink character recognition. So what it is, we'll see. Okay, this is a very important question. It will be asked in all the examinations. Note down. So okay, let us see this. MICR is widely used in banks. It is widely used in banks to process the checks. Okay. So check, while issuing a check in the banks, this MICR is used. Okay. How ink character. Okay. So by using some special magnetic ink character, this MICR will work. So it saves time and ensures security and accuracy of the data. See, for reading this check in the banks, we use this MICR. By using magnetic ink, it will actually work. Okay, so to process the checks, we use whatever the human readable numbers permitted on the check, which will be used by special magnetic ink character, which will be checked by the MICR. So it will provide high security and accuracy of the data. Okay. So to process the checks in the bank, we are going to use this MICR, magnetic ink character recognition. Okay students, I hope you all are understanding this MICR concept. So next we will see on to the output devices. Before going to the output devices, what are the input devices which we discussed from the last classes? Let me recall. So first one is keyboard. Okay. So next one is mouse. In today's class, joystick. And then we discussed some of the other input devices, that is OMR, OCR, MICR. So these are the some of the input devices. This expansions you have to remember. OMR expansion is what? OCR expansion is what? MICR expansion is what? Okay students. Okay, what is this output devices? In output devices, the results that is obtained after processing. Okay, so after this processing from the CPU, see this is the output device. Output device is what here? This is monitor. One of the main output device in computer environment is monitor. This is what? Keyboard, that is input device. This is a CPU. From this CPU, all the processing information will be transferred to the registers actually first. This is a temporary memory device, memory application or device we can consider. From this registers, it will transfer to the monitor. Okay. So in monitor, human understandable form only we will get. Is it right? So in monitor, the human understandable numbers or message, whatever the user is expected, that results we will get in output device. So output device examples are monitors, printers, plotters, speakers. Monitors, printers, plotters, speakers. So these are the output devices which you have to understand. Output device means what? In output devices, we are going to get the results which is obtained after processing. In output devices, all the information will be in human understandable form. Okay. I hope you all understanding. Next slide we will see. So we will be seeing all the information about all these 4 output devices. So first one is monitor. So monitor means what? It is a commonly used output device. Sometimes it is called as display screen or visual display unit, that is VDU. So expansion of VDU is what? Visual display unit. So this is a VDU or monitor screen. Okay. So this is a common output device. Wherever we see computers environment, we will be seeing this monitors. Okay students. So next, what it does means. So monitor, which will give always a soft copy output. Soft copy output in the sense what? It will not be touched and it will not be felt by the user, but we can able to just see the output. Okay. So monitors are connected to the computers in a similar way as we connect with the television set. Okay. So in first chapter, which you may be knowing, VGA cable, that is video graphics adapter. So this from the monitor to the CPU. Just a second. See, if you are having, this is a monitor and here I am having placing a CPU. From this monitor to this CPU, there will be one cable, that is VGA cable, 3-pin cable will be there. So that cable will be connected to able to make the monitor to work. Okay. So this cable is called as VGA adapter or cable. Okay. VGA means visual graphics adapters. Okay. So this is how this is connected, similar to the way of television set. Whatever the TV which we use in our homes, the same way this monitors are connected. So this in monitors we can able to see the images, we can able to see the text, we can able to see the graphics, is it right? So it all will be displayed in this monitors. So on this monitors there will be a small dots. So this dots can able to display, so that is called as pixel, or it is called as picture element. What it means? Smallest dot that can be displayed is called as pixel, or it is called as common output device. It is also called as visual display unit, or it is also called as display screen. It provides always a soft copy. How it is connected? It is connected similar to the television set. It actually displays images and text, and the smallest dots on the display screen is called as pixel. Okay. Yeah, as usual, whatever we buy, whenever we buy a mobile phone, we usually see the camera pixel, is it right? So the pixel means how much ever the dots are closer to each other, that much the picture will be cleared, that is the clarity will be very huge. Okay. So this clarity must be huge means the pictures has to be closer to each other. Okay. So that forms a resolution, so that we will see. So resolution of the monitor determines the quality of display. If you are having more resolution, your display will be of more. So if the resolution is more means the pixels has to be more. Okay. That is the clarity of the image in your phone which is captured is more, in the sense clarity is more, in the sense pixels are more in your phone. The same way here also, if the pixels are more, then the resolution will be more. The resolution will be more means the display quality will be more. So all three are directly proportional. Okay. So some of the popular resolutions are 640 by 480 pixels. So this is a resolution I am saying in the monitor. And next one is 800 by 600 pixels. Next is 1024 by 768 pixels. Okay. So these are the popular resolutions of a monitor which you have to keep in your mind. Okay. So next is the different sizes of the monitor is measured diagonally. So this is how it is measured. See, if you are having a monitor of size this much, it is measured diagonally. So this means diagonal. See, for example, the monitor used and it is available in the market also. Okay. Next, the resolution refers to the number of pixels that can be displayed vertically and horizontally. So this is the number of pixels which is displayed on the screen is called as resolution. Okay. So these are the key points which you have to remember when it comes to monitor. So explain the monitor. The question is there, what is a monitor, and explain the monitor and tell the monitor types. Also the question is there. So monitor is an output device. So it provides a soft copy of the output. It is connected similar to the television set. The popular inches of the television monitor screen are 12 inch, 14 inch, 17 inch, 19 inch and 21 inch. the resolution of the monitors which you have to know, and the resolution refers to the number of pixels that can be displayed vertically and horizontally. So, these are the information which you have to know in this monitors. Okay, students. So, next we will be moving on to the printers. See what is this printer? Printer is an output device that prints text and images on the hard copy. Okay. So, printer is an image which will print the text in hard copy. Okay. Or images on the hard copy on the paper, so that it can be able to touch and feel by the user. There are different kinds of printers which may vary in their size, speed and print quality. Okay. So, lines per inches will be there, dots per inches will be there. Okay. So, print quality will be also very different from inkjet printer to laser printer to line printers, etc. So, printer is what? It is an output device that prints the text or images on the paper. Always this printer will give the hard copy of the output. Okay. So, next we will see on the two types of printers, that is impact printer and non-impact printer. So, impact in the sense you have to know there will be a impression, that is on the one page if you are writing, by pressing the pen on the paper, by putting more pressure, the images will be the images context will be impressed for next page. Is it right? So, that is the meaning of impression. There will be a impact printers. So, what is that? We will see. See, this impact printers of two types. There are of two types. See, in printers there are impact printer, another one is non-impact printers. In impact printers, line printers and dot matrix printers we are having. Okay, students. So, next we will move on to the concept called as impact striking device against a ink ribbon. See, I will show an image of impact printer. See, there will be this is a page. Okay. So, here there is an impression which is falling onto this page. So, this is a impact printer. There is always striking. Striking means if you have seen typewriting machine, there will be a letters which is impressing on the page. So, that is a impact printer. So, these printers uses print head containing the number of metal pins. So, there will be a metal pins that will be striking on the inked ribbon. So, it will be placed on the print head on the papers. For example, if you are having a printer like this, see these are the pins. Okay. So, this is a pin, this is a B pin. So, whenever A key is pressed, whenever the impression on A comes, it will go and press onto this paper. So, by using this, the impact printer will actually able to print. Okay. So, you have to keep it in your mind that always impact printer includes striking device against the inked ribbon. Okay. So, these printers uses a print head containing a number of metal pins which strikes on inked ribbon placed between the print head and the paper. I hope you all are understanding. Some of the examples of printers or impact printers are line printer and dot matrix printer. Characteristics of impact printer, or it is also called as features of impact printers. Okay, so this will be having an important question in your examination point of view. So there is, what is the first characteristic? So first characteristics goes like this: there is a physical contact with the paper. Due to low cost, they are useful for bulk printing. So for example, if you wanted to print thousands of sheets, or if you wanted to print 500s of sheets, that is at a time you have to print many sheets, not one or two. If you have to print hundreds of sheets, at that point of time you have to go to this impact printer. There will be a physical contact. So there will be a physical contact between paper and print head. Okay, so this is the meaning. Next, these printers are ideal for printing multiple copies because they can easily print through many layers of papers. So as I told, these are what? Impact printers. So there will be an impression. It will print many copies at a time. It can able to print many copies. Whenever we insert a computer sheets, that is, there is a carbon paper between the one sheet and another sheet. If you give that roll into these printers, it will be used. Still this impact printers, or where many government offices, they are going to use this. Due to this striking activity, there will be a noise, of course. So there will be a very noise environment whenever we are using this impact printers, and this impact printers are very slow. Okay, and it doesn't support any transparency. So there is no transparency with this impact printer, and the speed of this impact printers is measured in characters per second. Characters per second, you have to remember this. Okay, so I will repeat once again. See, this impact printers characteristics, this impact printers will have physical contact with the paper, and it will be used in bulk printing. Okay, so it will be used in bulk printing. So it will be used in bulk printing, and it can be used for printing multiple copies. Since it is having a striking mechanism, these printers are very noisy and these printers are very slow. There is no transparency, and it will be, the speed will be measured in characters per second. Okay students, characters per second. So one example of this impact printer is this dot matrix printers. So dot matrix printers creates an image by using mechanism called as print head, in which the pins are form of matrix. Okay, so the pins are arranged in the form of matrix. The same way it will be also having striking against the inked ribbon, that corresponding pins leaves the impression on the paper. See here. See, this is an impact printer. See, this is a paper, invoice is a paper. Whenever the striking mechanism is there, the paper will actually gets printed. Okay students, the image will actually gets, letters will actually gets printed. For example, here the A, B, C, D or numbers are there. The corresponding pin is going to hit this paper, so that the ink will spread onto the paper and the letter will be printed. I hope you all are understanding. These impressions are in the forms of dots, hence the name is called as dot matrix printer. Okay, so dot matrix printer will always print in the form of printing the striking against the inked ribbon, and the corresponding pin is going to leave the impression on the paper. So the impression will be formed in the form of dots. So it is called as dot matrix printer. Okay. See here, the more number in pins that a print head contains, more resolution. As I said, the pixels are more, then the resolution will be also more. Okay. The printing speed ranges from 50 to okay. So these are the points which you have to remember in dot matrix printers. See, dot matrix printer is what? It is a kind of impact printer. Whenever the impact printer is in point of time, you have to imagine that it is going to striking against the paper. So, okay, the corresponding pins which is there in the printer, which is going to hit to the paper, so that the image will be formed. The image here, it will be formed in the form of dots. So, this hence it is called as dot matrix printers. So, in this dot matrix printer, the speed is measured in characters per second, that is 50 to 500 characters it can able to print. Okay, per second it can able to print 50 to 500 seconds. Okay. So, next is line printer. Okay students, so line printers will look like this. See, this is a line printer. Here we are going to put the paper, and from here it is going to print, and we can able to get see here there is a print head. We can adjust this here, and from this we can able to load the papers into this cupboard, that is impact printer. So, we will see what it is. Okay. So, line printers or high speed printers that are capable of printing the entire line at a time. See, this entire line, for example, from line word to R word, if we can able to give into the line printer, it prints entire line, but whereas the dot matrix printer, it is going to print dot by dot. Okay. See, the limitation of the line printers are they can print only one font. They cannot print graphics. So, user is expecting some more when we compare to this dot matrix printer. User wants images, user wants diagrams to be put on the paper, printed on the paper. At that point of time, this line printers are not useful. Okay. See, these printers also provide noise, and this printers is also quality will be very poor. Sorry, very poor we can't tell, but the quality will be low, and the printing speed here which you have to note down is lines per minute. Okay, that is lines per minute, 150 lines to 3000 lines per minute. So, this line printer is only used in many PSUs, that is public sector companies are all going to use this line printers. So, what is this line printers? Line printers or high speed printers entire line. Okay. But there is a limitation, that limitation is it cannot be changed of different fonts, and it cannot able to print the graphics. However, the print quality obtained from this line printer will be very less, and there is also noise. whenever the line printer is working, that is whenever the line printer we give the printer to print. Okay, the speed is measured in 150 lines to 3000 lines per minute. Okay students, so this was the line printer, and like this it will be, line printer will be of image. So this is the concepts which we discussed in this class. If you are having any doubts, please ask me the questions, and there is a notes, PDF full notes which I shared in the group. Do write the notes. This is a second chapter notes which you have to write in 200 pages rule book. Okay students, still if you are having any questions, there will be a link shared with you from 11:30 or 11:45. I'll be in a Zoom meeting. You all can able to log into the Zoom meeting, and you can able to ask the questions. Okay students, thank you all.